Ortrun Zöphel-Enderlein, born 1 December 1943, is a former East German GDR luger, and one of the most successful lugers in the 1960s. Enderlein started her working career at the SC Traktor Oberwiesenthal, and was first introduced to luge in her home village of Raschau in the Ruhr Mountains. In the 1964 Winter Olympic Games in Innsbruck, she became the first female luger to win gold at the Olympics, and won the World Cup in 1965 in Davos and 1967 in Hammarstrand. The athletic achievements of the lugers Thomas Köhler and Enderlein were celebrated and politicized in the GDR during the Cold War, when the GDR was not recognized by West Germany, and athletic events in either part of Germany with athletes from both countries were not permitted, because of the Hallstein Doctrine. The controversial disqualification of Enderlein and two other GDR sportswomen at the 1968 Winter Olympic Games in Grenoble, involving the alleged heating of runners before the race start, was believed by GDR officials to be a staged incident against the first official GDR luge team. After her sports career, Enderlein worked as a sales engineer and later presidium member of the Luge and Bobsleigh Association of the GDR and member of the National Olympic Committee of the GDR. Personal life and career. Ortrun Enderlein was born to forester Willy Enderlein and Hertha née Müller. Her father came from Hammarstrand, part of Oberwiesenthal, and worked mainly in Reichstein, Oberwiesenthal, Mittweida and Trunzug. After World War II, the family relocated to Raschau in the Ruhr Mountains. Her older brother is motorcyclist Klaus Enderlein. Enderlein trained as a mechanic in the Volkseigener Betrieb, VB, Messgerät Bielefeld, where she was also active. During her sports career she completed a distance learning course in mechanical engineering with a focus on manufacturing engineering. She later worked as a sales engineer in the VB Messgerät Bielefeld. She is married to Bernd Zöphel, the former manager of KUKA Werkzeugbau Schwarzenberg GmbH. Sports career. Beginning. Enderlein began her sporting career as a handball player for the 8th Division BSG Rotation Raschau, sometimes playing as goalkeeper in 1964. She was introduced to luge in 1961 in a section coached by Gotthold Meinhold. The section for luge at SC Traktor Oberwiesenthal was founded in 1962 and included Thomas Köhler, Michael Köhler, Klaus Michael Bonsack and Ilse Geisler. Enderlein said that her fast breakthrough as a top driver was the result of the team, her coach and her training as a mechanic. Domestic and international competition. Enderlein competed in 5 races in the winter of 1961 to 1962 and finished 5th at the German Junior Championships. She debuted at the FIL World Luge Championships 1963 and IMST, but achieved only 24th place after a fall, while her teammate Ilse Geisler won. A few days later, Enderlein finished 2nd behind Geisler at the international event for the Ehrenpreis der Stadt Innsbruck, on the newly created Bob Rodel IGL's run in Innsbruck IGLs. Her first major win in a national competition was at the GDR Championships in Oberbernburg on February 1963. Helga Meiersinger, who had previously won at the European Junior Championships in 1961 and 1962, finished 2nd. While Ilse Geisler did not reach the top 3 because of 2 falls. Enderlein debuted and won at the 1964 Winter Olympics in Innsbruck with the best time in all 4 heats, each on 30, the 31st of January and the 4th of February, with a 0.75 second advantage over Ilse Geisler and Austrian Helen Thurner. She set a new record of 50.87 seconds. During the closing ceremony on 9 February 1964, she was awarded the honor of being flag carrier for the unified team of Germany. Enderlein defended her title at the GDR Championships in Friedrichroda on 21 to the 22nd of February 1964 against Ilse Geissler, and defeated Geissler at the Mitropa Cup in June 1964, together with Thomas Köhler, who was also victorious at the Olympics. Enderlein was awarded the Patriotic Order of Merit in silver in celebration of the Week of Youth and Sports. The GDR politicized its athletic achievements in its fight for recognition as an independent country and for the right to field its own teams at future Olympic Games. Following that, Enderlein was a part of the delegation to the Women's Congress in Berlin from 25 to the 27th of June 1964. Enderlein luged at the FIL World Luge Championships 1965 on 6 and 7 February in Davos and won her first World Championship title with an advantage of over 1 second after 4 heats, ahead of Petra Tierlich, Ilse Geissler and Barbara Wintour. A week later at the 1965 GDR Championships in Oberhof, she won with a 1 second advantage ahead of Petra Tierlich and Ilse Geissler. Despite disqualification in the second heat, only 2 of the 3 heats were counted. Because of her consistent achievements, Enderlein was ranked 3rd in the vote for East German Sportswoman of the Year, behind Hannelore Supper and Gabriele Seifert. The 1966 Luge Championships on the Spiessbergbahn in Friedrichroda was cancelled due to foehn winds and the associated thaw. There were also no national championships that year. Enderlein inaugurated a new open-air public bath in Raschau on the 22nd of June 1966. Enderlein defended her title at the FIL World Luge Championships 1967 in Hammarstrand, achieving the best time in all 4 heats on 18 and 19 February and achieved a position 1.39 seconds ahead of Petra Tierlich and Helen Thurner. She also set a new luge record of 50.93 seconds. Because of the Hallstein Doctrine, the East German Lugers were not permitted to compete at the FIL European Luge Championships 1967 at Königssee, as this was the only European Luge Championships which took place between 1963 and 1969. Enderlein never participated in any. At the GDR Championships in Oberhof that year she finished 2nd behind Anna Maria Müller. Controversy. Enderlein, who at that time was named the world's most perfect female luger, won at the January 1968 Alpine Cup race in IMST as the fastest in the 3 heats. She was a favorite to win at the 1968 Winter Olympics in Grenoble. After the final 3rd heat on a run in Villard-de-Lans on 11 and 13 February 1968, she was 0.02 seconds ahead of her teammate Anna Maria Müller, but was disqualified because when Lucian Wiedeski, supervisor and vice president of the International Luge Association, tested the runners of the GDR sleighs with snow, the snow allegedly hissed and vaporized. He concluded that the runners had been illegitimately heated. The second-placed Anna Maria Müller and the fourth-placed Angela Nozel were also disqualified. Italian Erika Lechner was awarded first place. East German Horst Hohenlein was disqualified for the same reason at the 1967 World Championships, although it was caused by the heating in the tent where he prepared his sleigh for the start, and the runners had not fully cooled. The allegation of illegitimate heating caused an Olympic scandal, which was especially significant because of the Cold War. While the West German media alleged race fixing, the GDR sports officials under Manfred Ewald blamed the West German Luge Association for staging the incident against the GDR Lugers. In the aftermath, the eliminated GDR Lugers signed a notarized affidavit in which Enderlein pledged her innocence. According to Stasi documents which came to light in 2006, Wiedeski had allegedly been bribed by the Federal Republic of Germany and Austria to make the allegation. The question of whether the GDR Lugers really cheated remains unresolved, although even the contemporary mainstream media in Germany maintain that the GDR team did not cheat in Grenoble. The president of the Fédération Internationale de Luge de Course, Joseph Fendt, refused a revaluation of the incident during his term retirement. After the Olympic Games in Grenoble, Enderlein took first place in 3 out of 5 runs at the GDR Championships in Friedrichsroda on 24 and 25 February 1968, ahead of Angela Nösel and Anna Maria Müller. She was again awarded the Silver Patriotic Order of Merit on August 1968 for her athletic achievements and her special merits for the increase of the international reputation of the GDR. Enderlein's performance suffered because of a shoulder injury. She finished 6th at the FIL World Luge Championships 1969 at Königssee, although she won the last heat. Petra Tierlich was first. A week before, Enderlein had won the 1969 Luge Alpine Cup in IMST, ahead of Lechner and Nösel. At the 1969 GDR Championships in Friedrichsroda, she finished outside the top 3 and fully retired from luge. Enderlein was named a Verdientemeister des Sports, deserved Master of Sport, and was awarded the Arthur Becker Medal. Enderlein was a member of the East German National Olympic Committee from 1970 to 1990, and was awarded the Ehrenpreis honorary award in March 1969 and the Goldene Ehrenadel Golden Honorary Needle in November 1985. She was also a presidium member of the Luge and Bobsleigh Association of the GDR, and a member of the National Front. Further reading: Volker Kluge, Das große Lexikon der DDR Sportler, Schwarzkopf and Schwarzkopf, Berlin 2000, ISBN 3-89602-348-9, pp. 85, 87–88. German. Enderlein, Ortrun Verh. Zöphel. In. Gunther Weigel. Kleine Chronik Großer Sportler, Erzgebirger auf die Wir stolz sind. Rockstroh. Auer. 2004. p. 72. German. Klaus Ulrich. Gold aus Innsbruck, Skizzen über 2 Olympiasieger und ihren Weg. Ortrun Enderlein. Thomas Köhler. Gesellschaftsführung des Olympischen Gedankens in der Deutschen Demokratischen Republik. Berlin. 1964. German.